Welcome to the autumn Gary's Graveyard Gramblings. Isn't it a beautiful morning here in the cemetery, in the churchyard? And I'm in the south side today, and because it's sunny here, although Margaret's bench, where I normally lodge, on this side, and I'll just say good morning to the General, and let's just quickly do, we should quickly do what we're supposed to do, and I'll say good morning to Anne there, bless her. Now look, you see my feet are now getting soaked, so I'm not going to walk all the way around the back to say hello to Count Dracula, the Bride of Dracula, and my normal John Gilbert spot. I'm going to stay here on the sunny side of the street, with Margaret on Margaret's bench, with sopping wet feet and hello, and a sopping wet bench too. And the reason for, did you see I went a bit hard rock there? And the reason for this is because, good morning, because yesterday it was 21 degrees centipede. This morning it's 6. 6. So this isn't steam on my glasses, it's frost. Quite frankly, I could freeze to death this morning. Well, actually, I suppose if I did, I'm in the right place for it. But, so I thought, well, I'll nip in quick and do a Gramblings, do an unscheduled Gramblings. I haven't pre-thought it. I was doing my morning walk through the village with my pedometer to keep my step count up, because being a fat queen, I have to keep moving. If I stop moving, I could take root. And I thought, I'll stop it. And here I am in the churchyard. I really don't know what I'm talking about this morning, but it is so beautiful. It's such a beautiful morning here. I'm just going to swivel the camera around once more and just shine it up at the blue sky and the trees, which will now I think we had a bit of a frost, might be on the turn. Funnily enough, talking about on the turn, I think I might be on the turn because, I'm feeling a little bit past it. Last night we went up the pub. This is a traditional British Friday night tradition. It's very sombre and it's very sacred. Going up the pub on a Friday night. And my lovely neighbours, Colin and Trish, and Trish's son, George, who's beautifully ripped as a young man there, in contrast to the flabberific horror of Colin and Edward and myself. Of course, his mum's gorgeous. What am I talking about? Anyway, we went up there and had a lovely meal, got absolutely shit-faced. And a good time was had by all. And, oh God, I'm frosting up. And this morning, I didn't expect to be in such a bright and cheery mood. Or even saying, I expected to be a lot worse than that, but I'm not. Though it was, frankly, a silly choice to put these dudes on, these dude shoes, because they're absolutely sopping wet now. The grass is wet. In fact, everything's wet. My arse is wet on Margaret's bench here. I don't have anything particular to talk about today. Nearly booked a hotel room for a pre-Christmas do. Is that interesting? I don't think so. And then decided to cancel it in case of bed bugs. Oh, bed bugs. Have you heard about our well, not our bed bugs, but apparently there's a bed bug invasion. That's how they go, you see. There's a bed bug invasion coming over from France. Everything seems to come over from France to here at the moment, and not always appreciated. So if you have to stay in a hotel room in the area of where the French disembark, or visitors to France, because it's not fair, let's be honest, à tout à fait, let's not go for the French too much, but bed bugs, they're everywhere. In Paris, the whole city is alive. It's like some sort of 1950s horror science fiction film like The Invasion of the Body Snatchers. There are bed bugs the size of dogs, quite frankly, wandering the streets of the Ile de la Cité and climbing up the towers of Notre Dame de Paris. And you can't, it's difficult to even get on a metro train for bed bugs. They're everywhere. And London is on high alert. And the southeast of England, everyone has been advised to get from their local purveyor or hardware store cans of bedbug fogging spray, just in case one accidentally slips away from quarantine. As you know, the British government, Rishi Sunak's Tory British government, has a handle on everything. They know what to do if we're invaded. Anyway, if one of them escapes, apparently the Tories have got this barge which was deemed unfit for human habitation for the people coming across the channel on rafts because it had Legionnaire's disease or something it found in it. So they're paying millions of quid for this a day, this barge off the south coast. And it's now going to be a refuge for errant bedbugs. That could be true. It could be fake. Any roader. I'm erming. That's the third time I think I've erred. Well, we've all erred. So I'm going to end it there, I think, before I embarrass myself. Do please take care of yourselves. If you're sleeping in a hotel room, anywhere, quite frankly, anywhere, take a black light with you and scan the bed for telltale spots of bed bugs. And don't go walking the streets, because the evenings are coming in now, it's getting dark, and a bed bug could jump out behind a corner and attack you. And on that cheery note, I'm going to say, salute.